Hello, everybody. Listen, today I just wanted to give a word of encouragement to my ladies out here, and even to my gentlemen, if this pertains to you, especially to my ladies out here, that your heart has been broken, somebody has walked away from you, or maybe somebody cheated on you, somebody broke up with you, and you have these array of emotions. Your emotions are everywhere. You know, you're angry, you're resentful, you're hurt, you're lonely, you're going through a time of maybe a little bit of depression. You have all of these anxieties. I mean, your emotions are out of whack. How do I deal with all of these emotions? How do I deal with it when somebody comes to me and say, I love you, but I have to go? It's not you, it's me. I woke up and realized that I don't want to be here anymore. Maybe this person has decided to move on with someone else, and it's got you devastated. How do I deal with something like that? How do I deal with that? You know, one of the first things I want to encourage you is that people do have a right to choose whether to stay in your life or walk away from it. And I know that doesn't feel good to hear, but it is the truth. People have a right to stay or walk. That's it. Even if they took vows with you and it's not fair and it's not right, but they have a right to walk away. They have a right to choose. They have a right to choose. And even if they chose someone else, now it's not fair if y'all were in some type of committed relationship and they broke the commitment and they lied and they cheated, and you know, and they sold you false hope, or they knew they were going to walk away. And there is really no good time to tell, you know, you when you're head over heels for a person, it's really no good time to tell you that they don't want to be there anymore, you know. And so we have to come to a place where we understand that people have the right to choose, and we also have to come to a place where we accept what is just what is. They chose to walk, and I have to let them walk away. I can't run after them. And even if there's somebody else involved, I can't go bust the windows out their car. I can't flatten their tires, because them walking away from me does not make me any less valuable than who I am. It doesn't take me off my throne as a queen. If they don't realize what they have, then so be it. Because you will never be flawless. You will never be flawless. And one of the biggest mistakes women make when a man decides to walk away from them is they're pleading for them to stay. Please stay. Because sometimes a person can tell you that it's all your fault, that there was never all one person's fault for a person to walk away. And I can see if you cheated, or I can see if something happened and they just can't bring themselves to term with it anymore. But say this is not the case. Say, you know, you're just you, and you know you have flaws, and you've been with this person for a while, and they decided that they don't want to be there. So you have to accept the fact. You have to come to an acceptance, and I'm not going to beg you to stay, and I'm not going to compromise myself and look desperate for you to be here. And as much as I don't want you to leave, I have to let you go. You know, when people walk away from us, or we're going through a time of breakup and it's a alone time, we have to embrace our alone time. I remember going through a breakup, and I remember questioning myself so hard. But I mean, it was hard for me to look in the mirror. It was hard for me to look in the mirror anyway, but it was really hard for me to look in the mirror. It was hard for me to hear certain music. And one thing I did though is I just found myself where I just had to steal away, because I was so angry. When you feel betrayed, if you don't cling to God, you might do something crazy. I'm telling you. And so I had to find my peace in it. Some of y'all, God is removing people out your life because he has something better for you. You were settling anyway, and God is saying, listen, I'm going to go ahead and move them out your life because I got something better, and I want to do something to you. And one of the worst mistakes we can make is go from one relationship right into another one. Hop out of this one right into another relationship. That is one of the worst mistakes you can make, is to hop from relationship to relationship trying to find love. A lot of times we get ourselves hung up and tied up with the wrong person because we don't know who we are. We're so broken. We're so damaged emotionally. And we keep finding ourselves in toxic relationships. Relationships that mean us no good anyway. And we're going from one relationship to the other one, carrying baggage from one relationship to the other one because we never allowed our time to heal. If somebody just walked away from you, one of the worst mistakes you can make is walk right into another relationship. And I know you want a hug. And I know you want somebody to make you feel better. But I promise you, if you steal away and get in the presence of God, I promise you, if you get in His Word, and if you already don't belong to a ministry, get a hold to a ministry, get around people, and let people surround you that can help you and pour in you and empower you, so you can be sustained during this time, so you don't go make a mess of your life, allowing your emotions to rule your life. A lot of women have made mistakes teaming up with the wrong people. I'm telling you, one of the worst mistakes I made was walking out of one relationship right into another one. And when God had to heal this broken heart of mine, when He had to heal it, and the soul ties that I had to heal from, it didn't have to be. Had I just allowed God to do His perfect work in my life. Because what we're looking for in a man, we can only find in God anyway. And no, it doesn't mean we can't have one. But the truth, let me tell you something. One of the best things I ever did was I decided that I was going to serve God no matter what. I told God when I decided to sell back out to Him, and I had to lay my relationship down because I knew that God had something for me. I knew He did. And I said, God, give me the strength to walk out this yes. Lord, give me the strength to walk out this yes. I'm so used to being in relationships. I'm so used to doing this. I'm so used to somebody, coming home to somebody. I'm so used. But God, give me strength to walk out this yes, because I need you more than ever right now. I'm in a broken place, God. When somebody walked away from me, I reverted back to the I'm not good enough, and it had nothing to do with me. Somebody walk away from you, that has something to do with them. It ain't got nothing to do with you. And it doesn't mean that you're not enough. It means that they just chose something different. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. And when we let somebody's actions, especially when they walk away from us, dictate our self-worth, we end up in a worse relationship. I was talking about narcissists and how women get tangled up, and men too, but especially our women get tangled up with narcissists. And one of the ways we become a magnet to a narcissist or even other toxic relationships is not allowing ourselves to heal from our past wounds, from past relationships. And narcissists can smell you out like a mouse can smell peanut butter and cheese. I'm telling you, that they can sniff you out. This lady was like, I got myself tangled up with this narcissist, and I don't know what to do. He done left me, because narcissists will drop you like a hot potato. And I'm going to do a series on narcissism, because a lot of women don't understand it, that there are people who are really broken. And it looks like God sent you an angel from heaven and you are dancing with the devil. You are dancing with the devil. So you got caught up with a narcissist. And the only reason why they hooked up with you because they see this root of rejection. And they're familiar with it because they suffer with it too. And if you don't allow God to heal your broken pieces, if you don't get to the root of rejection and where it came from in your life, you're going to continue to attract toxic relationships. I'm telling you. But my suggestion to you is don't hop from relationship to relationship. Take this time to draw closer to God and get to know you. Take up a hobby if you have to. If you want to learn how to bake cakes, this is a perfect time for you to fill your time to bake cakes. The bars are not good. The worst thing you can do is go find a drink and drink your sorrows away. You're better than that. or eat your sorrows away. You're better than that. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Fill your time up. If you're not in ministry, team with a ministry. I'm telling you, it is nothing like getting with some good people who know who God is, that can pray over your life. That can pray over your life, and you let them know, say, I'm just walking out of a relationship and I am so broken. Don't have too much pride to tell the right ministry that. I'm telling you, if you need prayer, if you're listening to this right now, you don't have a church home, and you just need to get to an altar. Maybe you're not ready to join a church, but you need to get to an altar. Join me at 1104 Cleveland Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, at Kingdom Life Church. Come on to the altar and let us pray with you. We don't judge you. We can pray with you. I'm telling you, our pastor, our minister, we'll pray with you, and we'll team with you in prayer. We got your back. It's not easy. It's like grieving somebody. You know, when somebody walks away from you, it's almost worse than somebody who just dies almost. At least they, passed away. It wasn't like they didn't choose you anymore. It's like this person just didn't choose. It's the worst. And so you're broken and you're hurt. And so I really wanted to minister to our women who are suffering with a broken heart right now. I'm here to tell you that this too shall pass, and you won't be here forever. You won't be in this place forever. You will wake up one day. Your tomorrow will come that you will wake up and you will be like, man, I got through that moment. And I'm so happy. One of the best things that ever happened to me is that I had to lay down a relationship so that God can do some surgery in this heart right here, so that he can create in me a clean heart and renew in me a right spirit. I'm telling you, it is one of the best things that ever happened to me, is me saying, yes, Lord, from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul, I give you my yes. I'm telling you, my life has changed. I'm telling you. Sometimes we put everything we got in a relationship that means us no good. Some of y'all in relationships is tearing you apart. You are in relationships that absolutely mean you know, and you know it. You know you're in this relationship, not the ones that you're in a relationship and y'all just going through something and you need to learn how to navigate through that a little bit. But you're in relationships that absolutely mean this person tears you down. They leave when they want to. They come when they want to. They talk about you like a dog. They dogging you in front of your children. Some of you feel like you got to buy a person. You know it. You giving your paychecks to people. You know you're doing all because you scared they're going to walk away from you. And I know you got a lot of women out here who are desperate. You got a lot of women out here who don't care if a person is with somebody as long as they come and see them from time to time. I know it's not easy. It's not easy. But you ain't got to beg and pay no man to be in your life. I'm telling you, you don't. I'm telling you, all you have to do is take a stand. Take a stand. You don't have to let nobody. One of the rules I have in my life, and I told my husband, anybody who was with me, I didn't like being called out of my name under no circumstances. I never tolerated it. I never tolerated being called out my name. It's just not something I tolerated. We're not going to do that. And that's just the standard I had. I don't care who I was with. You cannot call me out of my name. I didn't appreciate, and I would leave you for it. Cannot be put down like that. Just couldn't. You gotta have standard in your life. There are some things you cannot call me out my name, and I'm not going to buy you tennis shoes, and I'm not buying all your stuff. I ain't doing it. Not doing all that. And not that I'm the gold digger. Then it's just that I had a lot of kids when I was young. I can't buy your shoes. I'm trying to get their shoes. So no, I wasn't gonna do that stuff. Not doing it. Not begging you to be with me. I'm not. And one of the things that we make a mistake is when somebody walks away from us, or they do something to us, or they cheat on us, you get cheated on, and you allow this person back in your life like they never cheated. I'm telling you now from experience. You lose people's respect for you. The one thing you don't want is a man that cares for you, but he has no respect for you. Because you done begged him back. You know he's sleeping with somebody else and you're going to sleep with him anyway. You're telling them you're desperate. And that's not the message we want to send to somebody. When people decide to walk away from you, keep your dignity. Hold your head up and you let them walk. And you use this time to allow God to help irrigate any toxic emotions that you've been dealing with. And do not jump from one relationship to another relationship. Some of you guys are suffering. You're suffering with soul ties. You got so many people's spirit rolling around up in you. And it's time to release that stuff. Somebody walk away, give you a minute, embrace your minute. Embrace your minute. Embrace this moment. And become the best version of you. Because somebody walking away from you does not dictate your worth. And that's the truth. You are worth it. You are worth waiting for God to send you your king, to send you your Boaz. I'm telling you, God got ways of turning things around in your favor. And he loves it when we cry out to him. And we tell him, yes. Yes, God. And I'm going to say this to you too. If you're in a relationship and you're saying, well, I'm in ministry. Let me say this, especially to our women out here, our saved women who are dating and somebody walked away from you and you're dating it, but you're in ministry. Devils go to church too. I just want to tell you that. Demons show up at church. Don't you let no church, you didn't walk, somebody that walked away from you, leave the church dude alone too. Leave him alone. I don't care how much God they say they got. When God send you your somebody, you gonna know it. When he send you your somebody, you gonna know it. You trust me when I tell you this. Don't go running to church like I'm safe with a church dude. No, you are not safe with a church dude. They're human and they got flaws too. And you find yourself, you sitting in church. I know women that found themselves sitting in church and before they know it, they've been all over the whole church. And the men in the church talk about it. You don't want that. All you trying to do is find somebody to love you. And God is saying, if you just be patient, I got somebody for you. So tonight, I really wanted to talk about, how to navigate through this broken time in your life and how to deal with all these ray of emotions. Because that's stuff that women just really don't deal with. How do I deal with? A lot of people are dealing with this all by themselves. They just don't know which way to go. You just get in God's face and allow yourself to heal. Listen, I am a healing and transformation coach. And if you need somebody to help you navigate through these crazy emotions and you are finding it hard, you are really finding it hard, I'm going to ask you to go over to www.athenathecoach.com and let me help you. Also, you can utilize my videos on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel and it's Athena Jackson. Look, there is an array of videos on there that can help you navigate through these tough times. Check that out. Also, this weekend on Saturday, I will be at Drive-In Park, our support group, and it is Power Up in Your Relationship. If you're in a relationship right now and you're really just going through it, you haven't broke up just yet, but y'all are in a crazy place, or maybe you say, I love this person means everything to me, but I've kind of, allowed myself to just kind of be disrespected in ways I shouldn't have started out this way. I've kind of given this person too much power, and I just need to take my power back and woman up in this relationship. And so to see if it'll work this way, if that's you, come on out on Saturday and let us help you. Let us help you get your power up so you can power up in your relationships and so that you can get the respect that you deserve. Once a person loses respect for you, it's hard to navigate through a relationship. And so that you can, find the happiness that you desire in your life. You don't have to be unhappy. And our relationships don't always have to come to an end. Sometimes they just need you for you to grow up in them a little bit. Deal with your past issues so that you can be all the woman you can be in your relationship. So if that's you, come out and see us in Drive-In Park. Matter of fact, you have to register on Eventbrite. It's Power Up in Your Relationships. Go there and register and come on out and let's talk about it. Let's chat about it and get some support and information you need. Thanks for watching, and you have a wonderful evening.